Cybernation Uncensored.
Hey, we're officially live now. Everyone should be able to see us and hear us. At least I hope that's the case. Let's test the mics, everyone. Say hello.
Hello there.
Hello. You threw me for a loop. That's the hello there is usually Nick's thing. Yep.
Well, hey, I can hear you. Chat, let me know if anyone's muted, anyone's frozen. We'll try to get that fixed right away. Sometimes little glitches happen along the way of streaming. You know how it is. But hey, this is our weekly Cyberpunk Red Team Nevermore we do every Saturday right here at 5 p.m. Pacific time. It is evolving, though. If you haven't heard the word, maybe now you're hearing it. Team Nevermore is evolving after this current campaign, which is, we're up to Session 7 of the campaign titled, Wait, What? And we'll see how that ends. When that ends, the team will be moving on, I think, to Cyborg, and then we're going to get into like Death in Space and Fallout and Dune. We're going to cycle through different games, doing mini campaigns, and then cycle back around to Team Nevermore and continue on where we left off with each game as we add in new games. And you know, if we get bored of one, maybe we'll drop it. Maybe we'll add new ones. We'll stick to one a little longer than another, but we want to cycle around and have some fun with it. So that's coming soon. So stay with us, stay with the team, have fun with this campaign as it ends, and let's see where we go next. Before I get into a little mini recap of what's going on with this team and the current campaign, as I said, titled Wait, What? Let's first go around the table. Everyone take a moment to introduce yourself, let people know where they can find you online, and introduce your character. As always, Will, start it off.
Hey, my name is Will. You can find me on the Cybernation Uncensored Discord as Rook, or on Twitter as Billy Huddles. Tonight I will be playing the Netrunner Gnostics to cause a little chaos, but actually a little bit feeling bad because he actually met some friends.
That's true. Hey, Nick.
Hello there. My name is Nicholas King. You can find me online at the King Square in a number of different places, such as Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I am an author, blogger, and on our Discord server, you can find me as the King Square. But tonight, I will be playing Hank C., our resident rocker boy / fixer.
Nice, well put. Raven.
Hey everyone, my name is Raven. You can catch me here every Saturday for Team Nevermore. You can catch me following this every other week for Fallout Pacific Northwest with GM Darren Drader playing Major Gusset. Every Friday, GMing the High Riders campaign. And you can find me all over the internet at A Familiar Raven. Thank you. And actually tonight I'll also be playing, Belladonna Jax, the Ripper Doc.
Yeah, and for anybody new, Belladonna Jax, there are a couple personalities there. And I think lately we've been seeing a lot of Jax because, well, Belladonna and Jax have been through some shit. Check out the previous sessions to learn about all that. We have all the VODs on the Cybernation Uncensored YouTube. Alex.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex Maxwell. You can find me in the Cybernation Uncensored Discord under Maxwell, very easy. I am a editor, writer, game designer, just generalist. You can find me at Alex R. Maxwell on Twitter, and Maxwell Musings as my blogger, and also my my TikTok, which I've sadly been neglecting holidays. But getting back into Team Nevermore, I'll be stepping into the bloodstained boots of our solo Scarecrow.
Oh yeah, well put. And I am GM Rob Mulligan. I'm the game master here every week. I'm also playing Nexus, who is a media who uses an online personality called Pulse. We had a player that couldn't continue on, so that character has become an NPC that I'll run so we can finish out the campaign. But mainly I'm the game master here, but I'm also the founder of Cybernation Uncensored. If you haven't checked us out, make sure you do. We have so much content, so many games. We're almost having a live stream every day of the week, every night. Some days multiple streams, like today. We're going to stream this Cyberpunk Red, and then after this at like 8 p.m. Pacific, like Raven mentioned, she's playing in a Fallout 2D20 game right here, so stick around and check out some Fallout. But yeah, we have so much content. Make sure you subscribe and follow to Cybernation Uncensored here on Twitch for all the live streams. Join us, hang out with us. We'd love to hear from you in chat. But if you can't hang out in the lives, check out the VODs. Everything gets posted to our YouTube, so make sure you subscribe to Cybernation Uncensored on YouTube, and you can dive into all the past sessions and campaigns, crazy plot twists, NPCs, awesome role-playing that this team has been through so far to get up to date, as well as all the other teams, all the other shows. And it's not just gameplay. I have a whole, a bunch of series of GM tips, tutorials, crash courses, deep dives. We're bringing back the GM Roundtable, as well as a bunch of other games. Best place to find out what's up is by joining the Cybernation Uncensored Discord. We have the calendar there. We have casting calls for all kinds of gameplay and things all the time. So make sure you join our community and come have some fun with us. All right, let's get into Team Nevermore. Team Nevermore is owned by Raven Microcybernetics. In Cyberpunk Red, you can pretty much sell yourself to a corporation for some extra eddies, or in the case of me liking to theme my teams, in a combination of both. That's what we've done with Team Nevermore. They're owned by the corporation. They pretty much have to carry out the missions for them for a nominal fee. They're treated like expendables, but yeah, they've already been through some shit in the first campaign, and in this one they were told, look, this one's a two-parter. First part, track down this corp, this exec, find him, snatch him up, take him, gather up as much DNA as you can, blood, hair, fluids, whatever DNA you can gather, then get rid of the body, make him disappear, make sure there's no witnesses, then come back to the office for the second part. The team successfully did that. They've been through so much, a lot of persuasion with his ex-wife, dancing around the kid issue, breaking into places, scouting out stuff, tactfully finding out where to get rid of the body, just really being tactful, planning out how to do it, as well as hitting some side arcs and wrenches in the works, like being wanted by the NCPD if they enter the University District or Little Europe. Just that whole area kind of knows what Hank C, what his team did, what he got into, taking out some college students that had a little jealousy issue with Hank C, our rocker boy, our resident rocker. But yeah, lots of stuff. Check out all the VODs. But currently, they found the exec. They snatched him up. Drake Peterson is in their possession. They basically air hypoed him unconscious, and they have enough that their medtech made to keep him unconscious for like 12 hours. They have enough to keep administering air hypo, but he's in the back of their beat up van that they have, and they jacked the drone that he had, that Gnostic. Somebody, I think, beat the shit out of this drone, and then they grabbed that, tossed that in the back too for fun. Is that pretty good for a recap? I don't want to dive too much because I think chat should go check out the VODs, but was that good enough to continue on? How's everyone feel about that?
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely.
Doing well.
All right, perfect. And I'm going to hop into Sirenscape. Shout out to Sirenscape, an official sponsor at Cybernation Uncensored. Fucking love these sound sets. Let me get some city sounds going. I'm going to lower the sirens as I always do when I'm playing this city sound set. I don't want to trip out our listeners thinking the cops are following them or pulling them over. All right, cool. I'll let the team take it from here. You guys are in the van. You've all hopped in. If I'm not mistaken, you took off in such a way to not draw too much attention, kind of peeled out. There's some sirens in the distance, but you were able to get out of the district, and you pretty much have this Drake Peterson in the back of your van now, just unconscious. I'll let the team take it from here. Wait, who's driving? Remind me. Who has the driving?
Gnostics.
Gnostics, okay. So Gnostics is driving. Here, let me bring up the map as well. Love this Night City map. Share it to the team so everyone can see it. Zoom in a little bit here. All right, let's bring it up for chat to see our Night City map. And yeah, you just jacked up the guy. Where are you headed? What's going on? You're all in the van. I'll let you take it from here. Do some role playing.
Well, that worked better than I thought it would. South Night City, now.
South Night City. Alright, so like past the border, like you're talking like past the combat zone.
Yeah, take us into the resident Tijuana. Let's get.
Yeah, we need to get out of NCPD territory as quickly as we can.
Into the desert, really, should we go?
No, we don't. No, I'm not dealing with nomads today. We need to just get to South Night City. At least that's familiar territory.
Alright, so are we taking the highway or would you rather we take the back roads?
What do you think, Scarecrow?
I think it's dealer's choice.
Let's go. Alright, so anyway, it should take us about probably about 45 minutes.
I mean, we're in Little Europe now, so probably not that long.
Yeah, you guys can get to South Night City, even with current traffic and the way it is, within about 30 minutes or so. But yeah, you've made it through. We did some driving checks, and I'd like to get you guys into Night City. NCP doesn't fuck with the combat zone so much, so at least all of you for now at least have a little bit of like stress off your shoulders. And just when you feel that way, all of a sudden your agent goes off, Scarecrow, and it's Nexus calling.
Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on? Did everything go down okay? Because she's starting to get antsy that Mr. Drake isn't showing up for custody time or whatever. What's going on?
Yeah, bagged and tagged.
Okay. Well, look, I'm gonna.
Is that Nexus?
Yeah.
Is that Hank?
Well, it's the
Yeah.
Yes.
Nexus.
Put her on speaker.
Like Nexus, there is. It's like, please tell me you're using your internal agent.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. The car is outside. The driver is dead. The bodyguard ran off. You might want to get the fuck out of Dodge as soon as you can.
Okay, that's my plan. Look, I'm in the bathroom right now. I'm gonna get off here. Let me get back to her. She's already starting to get pissed off at him, sending him messages. He's not replying. I'm gonna lean into that, act like he's a dick and stuff, and maybe we should meet up tonight or do something else. I'm gonna get out of here, that sort of vibe, and maybe just have your day, sort of thing. And I'll try to meet up with you guys. If it doesn't go well, and she's still, pressing the issue or acting weird about all this, I'm gonna stay here and just try to keep downplaying everything and make sure that like no leads are coming to any fishy stuff towards us.
All right, sounds good. Once I'll hand the phone back to Scarecrow and immediately go to Drake's body and start rummaging through his pockets to see if he's got any kind of agent on him.
Oh yeah.
Okay, as soon as I find an agent, I smash the fucker and toss it out the window.
If it had biometrics, tell him to get off my dick, woman, and then smash it. But all right, that works.
Yeah,
you're muted, brother.
Yeah, you
mute.
You've got
to know that we've actually waited this long to do that.
I mean, we just got him, at the end of the last session, so we've
I'm aware of like the session gap, but I mean, like he's still just being kind of critical.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and Hank, give me a 5D100.
5D100?
Yeah, this is how many eddies Drake had in his pocket when you jack his phone. He also had an excellent quality, very heavy pistol.
Oh, I'm definitely keeping
that.
That
Looks like it was all chromed out and customized and stuff. I'll let you think of a fun, creative, high-class way that it's decorated. Something really, something fancy that an exec that works for Militech might have, you know?
Altogether, 302.
Nice. Oh yeah, let me bring up the dice overlay from Fantasy Grounds to our overlay. Shout out to Fantasy Grounds, another one of our official sponsors here at Cybernation Uncensored. Fucking loving Fantasy Grounds. Nice, yeah, you find 302 eddies in his pocket along with his agent, and that customized, kind of chromed out, pimp-ass, excellent quality, very heavy pistol.
Yeah, I'm just like, I kind of look at Scarecrow for a moment. I'm like, you gonna object? Like, look at this, like, silver plating with chrome highlights. Like, this is some pimp shit right here. You can tell this motherfucker is never. And like, I really quickly like give it a quick smell. Like, has this thing ever been fired?
No, and when you smell it, it actually smells like lavender, and it like lights up with neons when you click a certain button. Like, it's all customized. It has all kinds of weird things to it. It's pretty.
What the fuck do corpos spend their money on?
It's like, dude, keep it. I've got my fancy new toy.
I will definitely keep that.
I'm imagining like the cyberpunk version of like the General Patton World War II like commemorative 1911. It's like all chrome and gold plated.
Yeah.
Yeah, not pearl, because you know we don't want to be too ostentatious.
Obviously lab grown opal. Yeah. No.
At which point probably I'll look at Belladonna and just like get all the DNA you can off of him, hair, blood, everything. Like if you need to fucking drill into his ball sack to get something out, fucking do it.
So I cut him now?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you can get his biomon out now, I've smashed his agent. Let's hope he doesn't have an internal agent. Can you check to see if he has something like that?
And it's Jax right now, darling.
Oh, even better, Jax. Cut this motherfucker open.
I roll him over. I splay him or his clothes off of him, and I start cutting.
So it's.
Yeah,
I'm
give me.
presuming that Scarecrow will just help. Scarecrow will just help by like holding the guy's hands, just to keep him steady.
Yeah, give me a cyber tech check.
One moment.
Nice. Yeah, you can tell that he does not have an internal agent. Whether it's for security reasons or whatever it is, he just has the agent that Hank Jack that looks like some Militech issued agent. Maybe a company phone. But no other phone on him, no internal agent. But you do see an internal bio monitor. You have enough med tech skills. You can tell it is synced. That bio monitor is synced up to his trauma account, which is all internal and sends the signal. He is unconscious, but you also know as a med tech, like unconscious, if he takes damage or is woken up, you can wake him up when someone's rendered unconscious. In the sense of this being that it's with like a medicine, something, making them unconscious. I'll say that, you can do, surgery on him, things like that. If you're going to try to cut out his biomonitor, things like that, right? But I will make you do, a medicine, surgery, we need to do some type of check just to see that you're doing it smooth and you don't just, overpower the sedative waking him up in the middle of this.
Okay. Are we still going for the plan where we cut into him near the hospital?
As
our camouflage.
Not far. There's one coming up.
Get us there. I'll cut into him when we're close by. Gives us the cover so I can toss out the biomonitor and then we can bolt.
Sounds good.
You want cover? We're really on. I got this. I got this.
All right.
Yeah, and you're in South Night City already, so you're not seeing an official trauma team hospital or any sanctioned sort of city hospitals, but you do see other Ripper docs and sort of combat zone clinics and stuff, if that's what you want to do. Otherwise, you have to leave the combat zone to get to an actual hospital, or trauma team authorized hospital. It's up to you guys. Just let me know.
If we're that far out, then might as well cut into it now and take our chances.
You're the doc. Do what you do best.
Alright, I'm using 4 luck. Do we have any +2s?
No, not at this point.
And, can I provide any kind of assistance in like holding the guy steady so that way there's not rocking around as much?
Give me brawling.
Brawling? Okay.
Yeah, that'll be your grapple sort of thing. What's that, Hank?
I was gonna say, like, if he's gonna take like the top of him, I'll take his legs and try to hold him down as well to keep him steady.
It goes.
All right, hold on. Let us roll our brawling first. There's brawling.
I don't know why I did that twice.
Oh, we're off to a fantastic start.
All right, I'm gonna use 2 points of luck.
That didn't go so well.
There you go.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
20. So
Scarecrow's
20 for
not
me.
having a easy time holding him down. With Gnostics driving, maybe Gnostics keeps looking back, like you guys getting that out of him, and it's just kind of swerving a little. And Scarecrow's having a hard time. Hank, you've got him locked down very fucking well, which gives Jax the bonus that she needs to cut him open. However, like I said, with the moving van, it's just not good enough. Jax, when you cut into the biomonitor and you start getting into it, all of a sudden Drake Peterson wakes up. I do have an overlay for this guy. Hold on, let me find this. But yeah, Drake all of a sudden, did I freeze? There I am. Wakes up. He's just, what the fuck? What are you doing? And he starts like struggling. Luckily, Hank is holding him up. Hank, did you say you were doing legs?
Yeah, I'm holding on to his legs.
Yeah, he starts like freaking out and doing this, and instantly like goes up to punch you, Jax. So give me your evasion.
One second.
Nice. Yeah, he hits you, and then he does another sort of like follow-up elbow with the other arm. So give me another evasion. He does his 2 martial arts moves. I forgot to load in the custom dice. I forgot Fantasy Grounds, Bryce over there. Fantasy Grounds, shout out to Bryce and the team over there. Somebody hooked me up with some fancy dice here in the digital realm. I didn't activate them yet. But yeah, both those hits, the punch and the elbow, both land and hit you.
Hey, thanks, Savage.
First one does 7 points of damage. Don't forget to reduce your SP in half and then round up 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the second, the elbow does 10 points of damage. But yeah, he just wakes up like, oh, what the fuck? And just like punches and then elbows you. You're hovering right over him, cutting into him. Then he's like looking up, sees you, Scarecrow, looks down at his feet, sees Hank. He's like, what the fuck is going on? And you start freaking out. Let's Gnostics is driving, but let's get a combat tracker going.
Fantastic.
You got him back there.
Fucking Muppet just hit me.
He's a wild one.
All right, initiative.
You know what? I'm gonna put this.
Oh, it's not showing up. I don't have the. I gotta get that on the overlay. Hey, thanks, Savage McNavage. In my halfway point, I'll be giving you a shout out. In fact, I'll do that now because I know Kevin rarely gets to drop in, Mr. Savage McNavage himself. So I'll do it now instead of at break. I want to give a shout out to all the supporters on Patreon. I really appreciate all of you. Kevin Moreno, Joseph Holder, Naomi Madlass, William Huddleston, Jamie Minch, John Erfurt, Leaded Coffee, Chris Anderson, Matt James, Jerem Reservoir Panda, Rothan, aka Renegade 420, Samurai Max, Steve Barr of Sirenscape, Zeno, Zach Capricious Nature, Cyber Smiley, Raven, Andy Stretton, Copious Salt, Derek Lawrence, Daniel Terry, Alex Maxwell, Nicholas King, Tracy Goodwin, aka Stink Palm, Igor, Chris Callies, and Homer's Odyssey. All right, awesome. Just wanted to give that shout out. Thanks to Savage McNavage, able to tune in. I know you're usually busy. All right, cool.
Appreciate it, Savage.
Yeah. So yeah, you got it. You got a couple. Took a little bit of damage there, and we've got initiative set up. Jax, your turn.
I'm gonna try to cut him in again.
Oh wait, the initiative didn't update there, did it?
No, it did not.
Huh. Okay, I'll have to figure that out. I might have messed that up here.
You have to manually plug them.
Quill, you son of a bitch.
Okay, but that's fine. Gnostics, over to you. All this is going down. You hear Drake yelling in the background, "What the fuck?" And like, what are you doing?
Just trying to drive us there, like keep us on the straight and narrow, but at the same time, like, you got him back there. Don't let him fucking have the driver.
He's gonna have to pummel me to get to you first. Don't worry.
Yeah, and right as Gnostics, right as you say that, you see a woman kind of just crossing the street in the combat zone, pushing a cart filled with a bunch of crap, wearing that bag lady chic sort of look, and thanks to Ninja on the roof with something random and pointless, she looks at the van as you're speeding by, goes like, "What the fuck, assholes?" And she like reaches in her cart and throws a bunch of shit at the van, and all across your windshield, you can still see out, but across the windshield, you just see this sort of old food go like all across the side of the windshield and side of the van, like old kibble and some food cart remnant garbage and stuff she's been picking, but yeah, she just pissed off and threw that at the vehicle. But right as that happens, Drake tries to kick out of your grip, Scarecrow. Give me a brawling, because he's trying to get up.
As Ninja on the Roof is my player in the game I run on Sundays, so he's
nice.
Yeah, he's paying forward what I'm going to be doing to him tomorrow.
All right, you got to beat an 18 there.
Brawling. All right, come on, give it. There we go.
20. Nice. Yeah, he's kicking. He tries to get up, but you're able to kind of grab him and get a hold of him and kind of grip him back down as he starts kind of like grappling with you. And then for the sake of kind of streamlining him kicking and fussing, Hank, you give me a brawling.
Okay.
You want to streamline some of the Drake fussing, because he's just going into a fit as he comes out of this unconscious state being cut into. And yeah, as just the Scarecrow kind of grapples up his upper body, he kind of kicks out of your grapple, Hank. But that's what he's spending his time doing. He's just trying to get up and get out of this situation. Now, who would have the next initiative since it didn't load? Sorry about that. Jax, back over to you.
I thought it's Drake because he got an 18. I only got a...
well, no, I just did Drake because I went off of his 15 and the thing, so he just went. Let's have you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to cut him again. And use my 4 more luck and +2.
Hopefully we can get that.
It's only a 15.
Well, give me the surgery. He's not unconscious at this point, so it's not trying to get it out tricky or whatever. Give me your melee.
Oh, scalp chop.
Brawling or melee?
Melee. You're using your scalpel.
Melee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no!
Yeah, no luck. You start trying to cut into him, and like he's fully conscious again. You can tell the sedative that you injected him with is fully worn off, and he's able to kind of dodge you as you're cutting. He's like, "Fuck you, bitch!" And he's like, kind of like goes to shove Scarecrow again. He's still grappling him up. He's kicking his feet at Hank, and he's just making a fuss. You have no luck, but you do have a second melee move. What do you want to do?
Try for it again.
You're trying to cut his biomonitor out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no luck again. He's dodging it, and it's no deduction here to kind of show you between the battle scars on his body, the physique that he has, the fact he works for Militech. He's not your typical exec. He might be mid-level, but there might be some chance he's done some multi-classing in his time, because he seems to know his way around combat a little bit.
Hank, do us a favor and give him more sedative with your big knucks.
Well, okay. I was gonna say, yeah. You as a med tech, you're the only one that can administer the air hypo properly.
No.
It's the
Physical sedative.
the Three Stooges sedative.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, Hank, over to you.
Yeah. like, god damn it. And just immediately start pummeling him with my big knucks. Just like, motherfucker, you're just making this way more difficult than it needs to be.
Yeah, give me the first hit.
That would be a 19.
Nice, give me the damage.
Damage is going to be 8 points of damage.
Nice, yeah, you thud into him with that first hit. He kind of coughs up a little. You can tell it made its way through his suit and armor and stuff that he has going on. You give me that other swing or whatever you're doing.
Second
Yes.
one's going to miss.
Yeah, he dodges that second one. Scarecrow, I think we're back over to you. And help me keep track of initiative since I didn't get the combat tracker going properly. Don't let me fall out of that just in case.
I believe Gnostics goes before me. I was last with a 4.
Well, no, I did Gnostics at the very
remember.
top. Then I did Drake. Then I did Jax.
Raven.
Then I did Hank. Now it's you.
I'm just try and maintain the grapple and try and choke him out.
Okay. I gotta say, I like Drake's eyes. He's very smoky and dreamy, right? As much as you hate him, you gotta love those deep, dark eyes he's got going on.
We do enough damage, and that scare is gonna start running.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs a bit more eyeshadow.
Okay, what are you doing there, Alex? Go for it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be trying to maintain the brawl and just doing a try and choke him out.
Why, Dr.
Nice.
Stiggums,
You're still holding him down. That's the second time.
Yeah, so just to get the bicep, just under, clench.
Why we got to be like that?
Nice, and you choke him. That's your body stat direct to his HP, right?
Yep, it's gonna be 8 versus his HP. I'm not trying to snap his neck or anything. I'm just trying to make him go back to sleep.
Yeah, the trope of brawling. And don't forget, he is working on a negative. Everyone else that's been dealing with him, luckily Scarecrow grappled him up as he got out of Hank's grapple because he's still dealing with the negative mod because he is grappled up while he's fighting everyone. But it just shows you the level of his skill. But yeah, you're successfully able to do that. You want to. Oh yeah, that's your action is to choke. Sorry about that. So Gnostics, back over to you. There's a rumble going on in the back of this van as you're driving. That bag lady sheep just hit the front of it with all this garbage and shit. Kind of hard to see out, but you can see. Where are you going?
Continuing headed to the destination.
Oh, Dr. Squiggums, you can go to hell.
Yes, that's what I was saying. He gifted
You
us
can
a
go to
negative
hell.
hot win.
Nice. What location are you going to?
We're going to the.
We were going to go to the construction site after dark, so we need a place to hole up until then, because it's still mid-afternoon now.
Oh well, probably none better than combat zone actually. So like we're gonna avoid the police. Just have to worry about gangers.
Makes it more interesting.
I'm not the tactician here. Like, just give me fucking.
Just
someone
keep driving. Keep driving for now.
Keep on driving. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, where are you
Get us
going?
somewhere.
Taking the lovely scenery.
Someplace where that doesn't have a lot of open air space.
Not a lot of open here. That's what I basically just described. I mean, South Night City, the old combat zone.
Okay, so you want to kind of stay in South Night City and just kind of keep driving around the combat zone?
Yeah, that'll be the best way
Okay,
to
cool.
do it.
Yeah,
until we can
Gnostics,
get 'em
give me a perception, Gnostics. And yeah, you yell up to Gnostics, just keep driving around, stay in the combat zone as you all keep dealing with Drake. But yeah, Gnostics, give me a perception. Nice. Yeah, just as you're talking to the team behind you and you look behind, as you're talking to the team, you kind of look past your team out one of the side windows and you see a black unmarked vehicle kind of peel in, cutting off a few vehicles and even hitting a cyber bike and knocking it over as it wrecks into a side building and just like screeches the tires and like comes up right next to the van, and you see a window go down, and you see like what looks like an armored Solo looking style person kind of like lean out of it with a machine gun. You see a driver, someone else in the back seat, and it's pulling up. Looks like some serious something going on, coming right at you. Dr. Squigums, negative plot twist, here we go.
Okay.
Dr. Squigum.
Hey.
Squigums, if we die because of this, I'm blaming you.
But yeah, over to Jax. Drake is fighting, getting choked out by Scarecrow. Just hit you a couple times. You're not able to cut into him. He's still dodging, getting choked out. Gnostics is driving around. You hear a car screeching, wrecked into some shit, pulling up next to you. What is Jax doing?
I drop my scalpel, I pop my freaking pop-up submachine gun, stuff it into his gut, and unload a freaking auto fire.
This is gonna get messy.
He started this shit.
He did. I'm just saying, this shit's gonna get messy.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
I hit it one too many times.
Yeah, give me your auto fire.
I did. I hit it one too many times. 21.
Okay, 21. Nice. Yeah, give me your. Wait, hold on. Let me do the math. 17, 18, and 17. Nice. Give me 2d6. Submachine guns max of 3 times, right? The 2d6?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, and we reached the 3 because don't forget he has a -2, so his evasion wasn't a 19. So you actually have the max of that. So, hold on.
Came up at 9.
3 is
27? Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, you go full auto in his stomach. He just kind of like is getting choked out by Scarecrow as he just grunts, and you just see the 10 rounds of your clip just empty into him. Let me do the math here real quick. Give me 1 second.
Submachine gun in a closed space is loud. I'm just gonna say that.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Why
Yeah,
is
you lay into it. The full auto just rips into his stomach. You see blood kind of spraying out. He's like, ah! And just like screaming, but he's still kicking. He's still fighting back as his, his gut, the suit, the armor where it's been ablated is just like filling with red and wet as the back of the van, like Hank said, just echoes with the shots going off just in full auto, 10 rounds within second. And it almost fills up with the smell of gunpowder and some smoke. And Jack's just kind of laid into him real hard as he screams out. Over to you, Hank.
All right, since he is still kicking.
Oh wait.
I'm gonna go in.
I forgot. Drake was supposed to go after Gnostics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get him in right now.
Oh no.
He tries to. He just. He drops a couple more elbows into Jax as he sees her pulling out the submachine gun. Thinking, remember, this happened right before Jax went full auto into him. His initiative should have been right there. But yeah, Jax, give me your evasion if you're reflex. Or yeah, evasion anyways. It's a martial arts attack. Sorry. Ooh, first one is a hit. 12 points of damage, SP in half, rounded up.
Okay.
Then he does another hit at you. You gotta give me your evasion.
Jesus.
No luck. Yeah, he's laying into you. He still has a -2, but he's doing pretty good. You can tell he knows his way around combat, like I said. Another 15 points of damage, SP in half, rounded up. But yeah, all of you see him. He's laying into Jax. I mean, Jax just took another couple rounds of hits, spitting up some blood. Jax is taking some damage from this. Drake knows how to fight, even with Scarecrow grappling him up and Hank messing with his feet and everything and taking swings at him. But just after that, you see Jax just pull out her submachine gun after taking those hits and full auto in his stomach as he just kind of yells out. Hank, over to you.
All right. Enough fucking around with this asshole. pop my rippers, and I will go in for a 1-2 punch, once with my big knucks and once with my rippers.
Nice. Yeah, give me.
And I will go ahead and use
Nice.
1 point of
Oh,
luck. So once with the big knucks. Yeah, that's
He
gonna
dodges
miss. And then with the rippers, miss again.
Yeah, dodge. Oh wait, no, that one's a hit.
Oh,
Don't forget, he has a
okay.
-2. So yeah, give me the damages on that one.
all right. For the
We don't need the
Scarecrow's grappling him up, so
4 points of damage.
yeah, you kind of cut into it, but you can tell it's barely piercing his armor that he has kind of in his suit. So yeah, it lands in, but doesn't do enough damage as he's just doing everything he can to evade. Scarecrow, over to you.
All right, to deal with him or deal with our new friends. That's the question.
More immediate threat is him right now.
Yeah. All right. So, I'm just seeing the big pulpy hole that Jax just put into him. Scarecrow's just gonna like panther fist and start pummeling that gash. So yeah, that's gonna be 2 martial arts at him.
Nice. Give me.
All right. Yar.
Oh, damn it. I always think that I kept
27.
thinking.
Yeah, you miss. He's evading pretty hard.
He's struggling.
And go ahead.
Yeah, that second one.
There we go.
18. Yeah, and I put the -2 in there, so 18 or yeah, 14 should be it.
That's gonna be 12 damage before soak.
Nice. Yeah, you land the second hit into him as he kind of like throws up a bunch of blood. You can tell there's internal damage from that full auto stuff, and then you just kind of double down on his wound as he's just throwing up blood. You can tell he's hanging on by a handful of HP as he's just kind of turning white fast, but still has fight in him. He's still fighting back and trying to get out of the situation. But it's at that time that you basically hear a bunch of gunshot, like full auto, go off from that vehicle next to you, and it's just trying to take out your tire, Gnostics. Gnostics, give me your driving.
I'm
Well,
gonna
let's,
use a +2.
Yeah.
Okay. And drop some luck if you need to.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop 2 points of luck into that.
Oh, this didn't load in the shoulder. That just has automatic fire. Give me 1 second. Let me put this in here.
Ready for me to roll?
Yeah. There you go for it. Nice. Yeah, you try to evade it a little bit and kind of do your driving skills, kind of swerve and do what you can, but he just goes full on into the tire, setting a round off into the tire. Let's see here. Yeah, they didn't put the damage because I had to add that. Nice. Yeah, you basically hear the tire basically blow out as you're fighting to keep control over the vehicle. Now, Gnostics, give me another driving.
Or Dr. Squiggums. That's who's responsible for this.
Yep.
Oh!
No.
Yeah, basically, you slide out and you ram into a data term, and then kind of like tilt over and fall on the side. The van falls on its side in the front of a bodega, smashing in the front window. You can hear people screaming and stuff. As the car goes down, everyone basically suffers the whiplash critical injuries. So you have a -1 to your base death save. Let me see here. And 25 points of damage.
$25 points of damage straight to my hit points.
No, I believe that gets absorbed into SP.
Is that to everyone?
Everyone in the vehicle, yeah.
Woohoo! I'm.
You said 20. You said 21 points of damage.
25.
25.
Talk about a negative plot twist. I feel like that got real negative. Holy shit. Is that you're muted?
I am down and out. I'm at 0.
Oh shit!
Thank you.
Thank you, Squigums.
Twice. Come on! I can't have killed her twice.
Hey, Val's in chat.
If I get to describe this, Jax got ejected from the vehicle.
I like that.
Oh no!
Right through the windshield and into a barrier head first.
Or in the bodega. You're in the wreck of the shattered glass and racks inside the bodega when the van flipped over on its side of it. You went out the windshield kind of in the front side of the bodega, laying in the shattered glass. You can see Jax over there falling out, unconscious on the ground.
Thanks a lot.
And then you see that unmarked sort of black vehicle kind of like screech up next to it as the door pops open, and you see that Solo get out. And then you see on the other side, the other back door get out as someone's popping out of the other door as the driver is staying in the vehicle. Ooh, did we just lose? Oh, did we lose Raven?
Hold on, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Had an issue in the camera.
Oh, okay. I want to make sure. As long as you can hear us. But the car pulls up. That happens. You see that Solo kind of in the process of getting out. The other door opening. Seems like someone might be getting out there. As all of you just took some damage as the van flips over in the front of that bodega. And it's a moment of chaos. It's kind of fucked up. But in the moment of that chaos, you do see Jax's body get ejected out the front windshield. And yeah, we're back over to Gnostics.
Walk.
Oh, wait. Yeah, and in that process, over at Gnostics, just as you kind of like see what the fuck's going on, you also hear the slight subdermal sort of beeping as you look over and you see Drake Peterson just in the back of the van, all twisted up and mangled in the wreckage. He's absolutely dead. There's so much blood coming out of his stomach wound and his mouth, and you see his biomonitor blinking now as if it might have set a signal off to trauma team. So now you know that's an issue. Over to you, Gnostics.
Accomplice for who all's okay?
Jax is down. Get to her.
Fuck. And I get out of the car and I stumble over to Raven.
Jax, yeah.
To Jax, I mean.
Oh yeah, you go over there. Jax is, mangled up in the glass. Lots of wounds from this wreckage. Some wounds from fighting with Drake, but a majority of this came from getting ejected out of this van from the back. Went right past you as it flipped on its side. She's got cuts from all the glass. It's pretty bad. Even part of the wall that wrecked in, you can see kind of sticking out of her side like a big wound. She's knocking on death's door for you to stabilize. I believe it's a DV 13 or 15. Is it 13? First aid. Let me double check that.
15.
Roll the death save of 5.
Not your turn yet. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's not your turn.
Okay.
First aid.
Well, I'm at 0, so.
Yeah, once you go 0, you're unconscious, and then you make your death save at the end of your turn or your turn to see if you stay alive. I just want to make sure that it's a 13 or 15. Sorry, yeah, 15.
Thought it was a 15.
Mortally wounded. Yeah, DV 15 to heal back up to 1 HP and unconscious. So DV 15. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to use my remaining 3 points of luck and a +2. Sorry, guys, for using both +2s.
Good.
And use my first aid.
Dr. Squiggums made this session fucking exciting as shit. Jesus. Once again, Jax.
Exciting. Exciting is not the word I would use.
Exciting for who?
Squiggums, I say this with nothing but love and respect. Fuck you.
You gotta when Cyberpunk gets brutal, you gotta love it though. You gotta appreciate it, even if it's your character knocking on death's door. It's still exciting as fuck, man. But it can get brutal.
Double barreled, right?
Double barreled. All right, go for it, Gnostics. Nice, you nailed it. Yeah, you're able to at least stabilize Jax. You get that part of the wall out of her side and kind of rip off part of your jacket and wrap it around her side and kind of stuff some shit in there to stop the bleeding, and you're just kind of tending to her. You pull her out, you kind of straighten her up a little bit. She's definitely fucked up really bad, but she's at least back to 1 HP, unconscious, but living. Now, if she even takes 1 point of damage, she's back at it, but you stabilized her, you got her there. Over to Drake again, you just hear the beeping as he's dead. Trauma team is now being signaled, which without even having to do a deduction kind of allows you to know, like, well, shit, then that vehicle pulling up must be some type of Militech or Drake security, something that they must have traced him with shit hit the fan or something, hence Dr. Squiggum's negative plot twist. But now you got this beeping, now Trauma team has been signaled that he's dead, because you never were able to get the biomonitor detached. So no deduction there. You already were kind of anticipating these as potential bad turns of events, It's happening. It's going down like that. But Hank, or Jax, over to you, actually, after Gnostics. You're unconscious. Hank, over to you.
In this case, seeing that Drake is down, but that Jax is back up, I'm immediately going to tear a chunk of hair off of his head, and scoop up as much blood as I can, like literally grab the first container that's in that bodega and just scoop up as much blood and hair as I possibly can, and start running in the and look at Scarecrow and just say out, and start booking it toward the back end of the bodega to try and get out the back.
Nice. Yeah, and you're able to do that. Use your action to kind of scoop up a bunch of blood. You rip out some of his hair. So you've done that. His body is still there, dead. Jax is unconscious on the ground with Gnostics. You start booking it into the bodegas. You yell for Scarecrow. Scarecrow, what are you doing? You're back there next to Drake's dead body.
Yeah,
Blow up the van! Blow up the van!
Scarecrow is clambering out. It's like, fuck! Stands up, rummages through his jacket, pulls out something I've been holding on to since session 1. His flashbang grenade.
Nice.
Lob it at the presumably Militech crew coming up behind us, and just book it towards the back. So it's athletics to just lob a grenade, right?
Yeah, athletics using the missile launcher chart, and they're right there. It's on.
Yeah, I'll be burning 2 luck on this, so it's going to be
We're usually homegrown pistol or shotgun as being DB, because the book doesn't actually have it.
Yeah. All right. Huh. That.
Nice. Did you use a +2?
I did not use the +2, but I burned 2 luck.
Did you put it in there, or does that get added to that roll?
I put it into the mods, so it's.
I don't see it there though. I see a D10 plus 12, The D10 was a 6, which comes out to 18.
Then I put it in there, but I guess I didn't take into account for the rolls.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it added.
So
but
that'd
okay.
be an extra 2.
Yeah, so that's a hit. It lands down. Let me do a resist torture and drug. That was a flashbang, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, fail. It pops off, and you basically see that solo kind of like squint and go like this and kind of like turn. And there was another one kind of getting out the door right there. They would have been affected by it too. That was a good throw. Is it a 13 with flashbang?
I think it's DV 15.
It's either 15 or 13. I always get those. Yeah, I always get them interchanged in my head. Double check that real quick if you've got the.
Yep.
I am looking. I'm looking.
Flashbang. There it is. 15. All right, cool. Fail. Goes up. You see both those solos hopping out. The one in the back, one in shotgun. Both just kind of like glimmer and kind of puts a pause on their plans for a moment there at least. Kind of fucks them up, gives them the damaged eye and damaged ear, critical injuries for the next minute. They don't take the bonus damage, but it definitely fucks up their perception and aiming and hearing. And I believe that messes up their movement with the critical ear. So that definitely slows them down as well. So that was a smart move. And you had a great roll. But you hear that pop, you hear both of them kind of scream out. You have your movement. You don't have another action as you're right there next to Drake's body. And Hank books it. What are you doing?
All my move is zigzagging through the bodega, following the party.
Yeah, you hop out, start zigzagging into the bodega.
Just aggressively swearing in his mother tongue.
Yeah, no problem. And as you do that, both these solos, are trying to see. You clearly see one has an assault rifle that got on the other side. The other one has a heavy pistol, and they're both making their way over. One climbing up over the van into the bodega, one going around, but they're having a hard time catching up. You see them kind of like looking as you're zagging through, and they look up. You see Hank. You see Gnostics on the ground there with Jax. But just as both solos kind of like look, you see them looking into the van, and then both of them start looking like they're starting to climb into the van, like they see Drake's body is in there, and they start climbing into the van. Gnostics, over to you. You're there with Jax. You just brought her back, at least back to life, unconscious on the ground. You see all this shit going down as Hank books it past you with some blood and hair and shit. You see Scarecrow setting up the flashbang and zigzagging past you through the bodega. These two solos kind of following and then looking at the van and start climbing in the van towards Drake. What are you doing?
I'm actually gonna pickpocket Jax and try to see if she has, or conceal reveal, see if she has any speed heal on her. I don't know if she does.
Yeah, Jax, did you make any speed heal?
I think she made 2
3.
Yeah, she made 3 doses.
Okay, yeah, you wouldn't it wouldn't be a conceal reveal. You'd be able to find them in her pocket. So yeah, you find some speed heals, but again, reminding you that no one can administer air hypos but a med tech.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Yeah.
Pick her up and bring her.
All right. Well then, I'm gonna pick her up and try to bring her over to the van.
No, we're getting the fuck away from the van.
Well,
like we're getting out of the bodega, out the back.
We're gonna walk the rest of the fucking way.
Yeah, the van's toast, dude. We need to go.
You didn't feel like you actually could take the elevator. Oh, well. All right. So I try to lift her up. I don't know if Gnostics is strong.
Yeah, what's Gnostic's body stat?
4.
Shit. What's Belladonna Jax's body stat?
4.
4? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see here. Gnostics, give me an athletics. It'll just be a 13.
That's why I keep going down so often.
He's not. Yeah, he's not a strong boy. 19.
Nice. Yeah, you're able to kind of, get her up over the shoulder as blood starts kind of like running into your jacket and on you because she is, severely wounded. But you're able to at least get her up over your shoulder. and start making your way through the bodega. Your movement stat, I'm going to shave off. Let's bring it down at least by 1 point because of Carrie and Jax. So whatever your movement stat is, what is it?
6.
6, and now it's a 5. That's still above the 4 that those solos are dealing with, but they kind of stopped pursuing. As you're gathering up Jax, you can totally see them making their way into the van or whatever. But you got Jax, you start making your way through the bodega there. And Jax still unconscious. You're going to be unconscious for, I think it's a solid minute. Am I right about that? Double check that. Yeah, you're stabilized, back to 1 HP, unconscious. How long? Oh, I passed it. 1 second. Just want to double check that. I want to say it's just 1 minute, which is long in combat, but...
2 rounds.
Well, each round is only 3 seconds in combat.
Alright, so more than that. Quite a bit.
Sorry, this is taking me a minute.
Each round's like supposed to only be like 5-6 seconds. Yeah, 3 to 6 seconds.
So like more like 10 rounds or so. Or 20 rounds.
I'm not seeing it here. Wounds reopen. Restart healing process. Yeah, okay. But when do you get back from unconscious? Well, I'm going to put a minute on it. I'll have to read this a little more in detail in between scenes, but let's keep it moving. As you're kind of climbing through, Hank, you see all this going down. What are you doing? You got this blood and hair and stuff. You're kind of in the back of the bodega. You can see where it looks like maybe the owner of the bodega or something went like out a back door to like a back storage room or something. You can see other patrons that were in the shop kind of follow suit, screaming. Some ran out the front. You're kind of towards the back. What are you doing?
Stow the hair. And how much distance is between me and Gnostics where he has Jax?
Only about 5 meters.
Okay. I will. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and help him basically help carry the load. Sorry, Jax. To try and get all of us out and move with them as quickly as we can to try and make, basically give him like a little bit of extra movement assistance that he's going to need. And immediately look at Scarecrow and just be like, cover our ass.
Yeah, no problem. Give me an athletics check, Hank.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Gnostics, you can get back to your normal movement depending on this athletics, as long as he doesn't critically fail it. So I'm not making it difficult at all. You've already got her up over your shoulder. And yeah, I love that Jack's background.
Motherfuck.
And it happens. Yeah, you go to kind of help and no luck. You're just not able to kind of get a good grip or get a help with the way Gnostics has, or Gnostics is still stuck at his 5 movement. And now you're kind of up towards the front helping him. So you're currently at the 5 movement unless you kind of break free from that or try again next round to help. But as that goes down, over to you, Scarecrow.
What are you doing?
Is there a like behind the bodega counter? Is there like a shotgun or rifle?
Yeah, if you want to use your movement to go behind the counter and go check.
Yes, it's one of those, like, I was going to be going behind the counter anyway. It's one to see if there's higher firepower. If not, I'm going to be shooting the engine block.
Yeah, I think thered be a good chance that there would be. Let's see if you're lucky enough that this bodega owner would have it. Give me that 1d10. Let's see if it's under your luck stat.
Fantastic. All right, luck. It's that 1d10. Yes.
Nice, very lucky. Yeah, you hop. Oh, hey, Cold Spider, thanks for the +2. Yeah, you hop out, hop behind the counter. Just as you see a shotgun, you're able to grab it from behind the counter and kind of stow your pistol. You got the shotgun in your hand. Now at least you're armed with it. But how are you handling this? Are you just going to drop your current weapon or arm with that, or did you have your weapon? Because I know you threw the flashbang.
Yes. Thing is, I'm going to.
He didn't pull out his gun at any point. He was using martial arts in the van.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then you can move over there and you can easily snatch up that weapon. It's not stowed away. It's literally just like on the shelf behind the counter. So that won't take an action. You have another action.
Actually, then I'm going to. I'm gonna point that bore at the engine block, and I'm gonna pump slugs in the engine block and hopefully make it blow up. Because you gotta get rid of the body.
I mean, not the engine block. I mean, you would want to fire at the fuel at the Choo-2 tank.
Yes. Presumably that's. It's on its side. So yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, I presume that'd be a called shot.
Yeah. It's just there is, I believe, when it's not moving, it's a free shot.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. I know with melee it's like that. Let me double check with the... No, that's all about maneuvers. Give me 1 second. Losing control. It's under the aimed shots, but I'm not finding it here. Give me 1 second. Okay, aiming for weak spots in a vehicle. Can be aimed for using the aimed shot as an action. Same as any aimed shot, -8 to check. So you aim. There's no reason not to aim for a weak spot or with a melee attack against a stationary vehicle, because vehicles can't dodge. You automatically hit. But if the vehicle is moving, you must be to DB13. So yeah, it's not moving. It's not going to evade. It's at the lowest spot. I won't put the -8 on the aim. But this isn't an automatic hit unless you do melee. So let's do your shotgun. You just got to be to 13. Shoulder arms.
13 up. I'm gonna. I went too low. There we go. All right, I'm gonna spend. I'm gonna spend 2 luck on this. Okay.
Before he does this, are we clear of the explosion radius?
Yeah, I mean it'll just be some fire damage. It's not necessarily going to explode like in the movies, possibly.
Okay.
But we'll see if it catches on fire or what happens. Let's see.
Let's see. 1.
Nice, that's a hit.
Alright, done. 1 luck.
Yeah, give me your damage.
Alright, shotgun. This thing is presumably using slugs, yeah?
Yeah, slugs.
5d6. That's too many ones! 10.
Yeah, the shot goes off and you hear it kind of ricochet into the van in the bottom, and you can see where it kind of hits where the tank might be, and it kind of breaks through the roof. Because keep in mind, the van tumbled on its side into the bodega, driving and then wrecked on its side. So it's not a clear shot from you, which kind of makes sense of this. Like, you kind of hit it at an angle, but it doesn't make its way through the SDP needed to get to the actual gasoline and cause anything to catch on fire. But you at least get that shot off into the van. And that's enough to bring your attention to it, to see those 2 solos clearly climb into the van. You can hear some ruckus noises coming from inside the van. And then you see these 2 solos dragging Drake's body out of the back. It's on its side, but they're dragging it out the back and going towards the other vehicle, the black unmarked vehicle that's in the street. You can hear some people kind of like screaming in the area and like laughing, and like a crowd's kind of gathering up. It is combat zone. Some are entertained by this shit, but that's what you see kind of going down. Them kind of pulling Drake's body out, dragging it towards that other vehicle, and we'll go back over to Gnostics, who's carrying Jax, as we take our 5-minute bio break. Don't anyone go anywhere. I'm leaving the mics hot. We will be right back. Woo! Saucy.
Okay, fine. Still got a plan. It's disposing of the body with the crowd into a frenzy. Squigums, I hope you stuck around to see what you've wrought.
We need to get him a seat at a table so I can dump back-to-back negative plot twists on him.
Yeah, I've been. It was in the last job, like at the climax of the last job at the at that nightclub. Was it when Precious Nature was just dumping like all of the putting us in randoms and negative plot twists and -2s at us, and I'm like, you know what, you're in that Fallout game. I'm gonna do the same thing to you, but then I just get I end up being too nice. It's like, it's like I'm gonna go and shit on your parade. No.
Squigums, I have an insult for you from the late great Johnny Carson. May the stewards of Entreport back into your 6 o'clock news.
We need to find a generous benefactor that'll bless me with freaking grafted muscle and bone lace twice.
Yeah.
Or three times, so I can jump my freaking body up.
Those are my favorite insult from the Gypsy Star graphic novels. Like, why don't you come closer? I'm gonna shit in your pockets.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun kind of like cyberpunk frostpunk graphic novel from the old heavy metal magazine.
Come closer. I got two fists of Willy Pete to stuff down your pants. You know what Willy Pete is, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
Burn through anything, pretty much.
Pretty much. Does not look good when it goes through human flesh.
Nope. It's the that's the yeah.
The terrible things you find when you're studying when you study what trauma does to a human body while writing books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. There's it's always, especially for like my cyberpunk game and like the Werewolf the Apocalypse game. We always, whenever we're talking about the stuff we have to research, like, hey, by the way, Steve, the NSA guy, signed to listen to these calls. It's just the role-playing game. Relax.
Yeah, my friends actually have talked about getting me a mug that says, please FBI, do not investigate me for my search history. I'm a writer.
Yep. Yeah. No. Especially because like. I've got a background as a range safety officer, so like, and like the especially the sci-fi stuff I write, I'm like ballistics. I get into it and what it does, and then I'm just like, just no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. It's fine.
Well, the fun part for me is my mom is a trauma nurse, or was a trauma nurse. She's now a professor, But every so often I'll message her and just be like, so what happens if I shoot someone here with this caliber of bullet? And she's just like, this is for your book, right? And I'm like, yes, this is not for anything that's going to happen in real life. This is just for my fictional universe.
And that's where I immediately was at Abuela Aldecaldo, the fixer I have on my Sunday and Tuesday games, goes, Mijo, let me tell you a story.
Well, it happened for the first book because I'm like, I need to shoot somebody. I need to shoot this character in a way that will cause them pain but won't kill them. And my mom's like, shoot him in the hip. I'm like, yep, thank you.
Yeah,
it'll cause pain but it won't kill him.
Yeah, that's hip, femur, especially for a bladed weapon, especially a personal favorite. This little number, the karambit, work that into someone's kneecap and just pop that off like a hockey puck.
Well, in the case, because it was going to be a shooting, and it was, I didn't want to like go full marksman of him taking out a kneecap, but I was like, if I shot the femur, there's the chance of it penetrating and hitting the carotid, which would kill her in a matter of minutes. Mm-hmm. So it was just like, okay, shoot her in the hip. It's going to hurt. She's not going to bleed out. But she's not going to like this character moving forward, and with good reason. He shot her.
Yeah, always. I know, especially sadistic, is always the gut shot, but that's the long goodbye.
Oh no, I did that in the third book.
Yeah.
I shot a bride in her stomach twice at her wedding, at the wedding reception.
As one does.
Shoot them in the collar.
Which was another phone conversation with my mother. I'm like, so how many times can I shoot someone in the gut without killing them? And my mom's just like, this is for your book, right? I'm like, yes.
Do I need? It's like, child of mine. Do I need? How concerned should I be? No. This is for research. Well, then.
It's like, this is for my book. It's going to be a 9mm caliber, and she's like, 2, 3 is pushing it. I'm like, cool. By the way, how long? Are there any other trauma hospitals in this area? And she's like, it's just this one. And I'm like, okay, cool. Would they like airlift them? It's like, not with a gut wound, they drive them. I'm like, but they could potentially airlift them. Like, yeah.
Yeah. It's also, in, as Cold Spider said, also depends, if you've got how the bullet fragments, if it's a hollow point or something.
Right.
And, it's like size, caliber, penetration, etc.
In this case, one of them was an in and out. The other one stuck around for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So there was some ended up having needing surgery and rehabilitation. So
I need to actually make use of this break before we get back into it. Jesus Christ! I could talk forever.
Yeah, the things you learn when you do research for your book series.
Shoot them in the head the hands a few times, the feet, knees, shoulder. Then stick your thumbs in them, and then root around.
I mean, it starts off simple of like, hey, what does knife trauma look like? What does trauma look like with a 22? What does trauma look like with a 25 caliber? Mm-hmm. What does trauma look like, when you use 9mm versus 45 ACP, that kind of stuff. And what's the potential side effect damage? Like if you get shot cutting the back tendons like on hostile. Oh dude,
you don't even have to shoot them or stab them. You can just grip their rib cage, like sink your fingertips in, grab the backside and lift them up. Excruciating.
Thank you. That's great.
Sorry, Will. We're talking about stuff that is trauma inducing.
That's a long recovery too.
I'm really glad I was able to save you just now. I really felt like it was just like, Christ, I cannot be responsible for the second time.
You are not responsible for this.
You are not
Squiggums. Squiggums is responsible for this nonsense.
Squiggums is responsible for this shit.
Is he even still in chat? Squiggums, are you still in chat? If you are, please, let us know. We're giving you hate, but at the same time, you've made it a very interesting session. Like,
You almost, you pretty much almost killed the character.
Yeah, I really need to bring my body up.
no, we do not talk about that thing from Antichrist. No,
Oh,
no, we do not.
Antichrist.
No, we do not talk about that thing from Antichrist. That is no.
All right, so
That is painful.
if we're not going to, because I want to multi-class into being a tech once I'm able to get to level 7 as my runner, so that I can have more net actions. But I want to be a tech. But fabrication or upgrade expertise?
I mean, I would say because
Fabrication seems great.
fabrication's fun, but one of my players on Tuesday he's very spread out with his tech. He's leveled that a lot, and he's been upgrading a cyber chair to be a gun platform.
You ready?
Ready?
Yep, ready.
I'm back. Who's ready to die next? Just kidding. We're back. Everyone can see us now. Thanks, chat.
Don't say that. Don't
Thanks,
say
chat,
that.
for hanging out. I really
It's stressful
appreciate you
enough.
not going anywhere when we just take our little 5-minute bio break. It really does mean a lot that you stick with us and stuff. Yeah, we're in the middle of this. They have to capture this exec Drake, extract his DNA, make the body disappear, make sure there's no witnesses, and get to the second part of this mission.
That's
But
gone out the window.
yeah, they're in the middle of shit here. They let him get back to conscious. They started cutting him, and then we had a negative plot twist. So apparently, there's some security showing up. Now they're trying to take the body. There's been a beeping because he died in the wreck. So now we know the trauma team is on the way in a certain number of turns that has been pre-rolled. But yeah, we're in it. The van is tipped over sideways, broken into the bodega. I think we left off with Scarecrow shooting up the van as you see these solos kind of dragging the body out the back as it's on its side. Back over to you, Gnostics. You're holding Jax there, making your way towards the back of the bodega as Hank runs up, tries to help you with her, but unsuccessful as you got Jax.
We had a thing to drive, mate. Oh, we had a fucking vehicle. Oh, fuck. This is my fault.
We'll deal with that later. Let's get the fuck out of here now.
Well, fucking get her legs. Can you fucking handle that?
I hold up a handful of hair and not the handful of hair because I stowed that. I hold up a jar of blood and I'm just going, I have my hands full.
Just then, Jax comes back to consciousness. We'll streamline that minute. I didn't get a chance to look up the death save time unconscious. But yeah, we'll say you're back. You at least have that 1 HP, and you're starting to come back, Jax. You are in, a huge amount of pain. You've kind of been in this position before, coming back from the first time that you died. That you actually did die. In this case, you almost died, but you come back as you're kind of hanging over Gnostics, and Hank's standing there with some hair and blood. There's people screaming in the distance. There's some smoke coming from the van and shots going. You can smell gunpowder. You can taste blood in your mouth. What are you doing?
I look up at Gnostics. I cough up a little bit of blood, and I say, "Get me to Deimos."
Love.
I shoot him the deets to Deimos's place. He's my Ripper Doc friend.
Go
Hit
to
yourself up with some speed heal.
here. I picked this out of your pocket and I hand her the speed heal.
I take it from him and I shoot up.
Medicinal purposes.
Nice. Yeah, you've got your since it is speed heal. You basically get your body plus your will stat back.
Back to 10.
So at least you get that. You get your will and body stat in HP back. You're instantly feeling better, at least functional. you're still in a lot of pain. You have so many cuts on you from the glass. It's in your hair. Like I said, you definitely have some internal damage. You're wrapped up with Gnostic's jacket. You have this huge gash in your side that at least stopped bleeding temporarily, but it's fucking killing you. You're having a hard time moving. You've got a -2 to all actions because of how wounded you are. So you're in pain, but you're functional.
Put that jacket back.
Okay.
Only Gnostics want a blood-soaked jacket to wear again.
Get the fuck out of here.
But Hank, over to you.
Now that Jax is mobile, I'm going to go ahead and take up a position behind her and Gnostics to kind of cover them so they can get to the back. And with my excellent heavy pistol, see if I can cause some chaos here. I'm gonna fire off into the air in the direction of the crowd that's gathered outside.
Okay.
So I'm trying not to hit anybody. If I do, I'm not really gonna feel bad about it. But I'm seeing if I can stir up some kind of just kind of stir up some shit outside. How do you want me to roll?
What do you just basically want to try? I mean, set some shots off towards the crowd to make them scatter.
No, I'm trying to get them to go after the solos. See if I can try and like incite some violence.
Give me a 1d10. Let me know if it's under your luck stat.
Okay.
This isn't to see if you can shoot at them and it.
Fuck no.
No.
Fuck no.
Yeah, as you're getting your pistol, you kind of scan the crowd and you don't see any fans. You don't recognize anyone wearing your Rocker Boy t-shirt or anything, so you definitely don't have any influence over this crowd to attack the solos or anything. You could potentially try to shoot at them or over them or try to cause some chaos, but I don't know that that'll exactly make them attack the solos, you know?
Yeah, no, as soon as I look around and don't see anybody that could reasonably be influenced, I'm just going to go ahead and stow my pistol and start making my way toward the back of the bodega and direct Jax and Gnostics is like, move fucking faster, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, you go to the back, and now Jack's on her feet, and Gnostic's able to move. You're all kind of making your way to the back. Scarecrow, you see, Jack's back to normal little air hypo action. Hank kind of scanning the crowd and pushing Gnostics in the back. They're all kind of making their way to that back door. And next round, they should be able to get through that back door to the back storage or wherever that goes. But you're still behind the counter. You just kind of shot at the van as all that other shit happened. What are you doing next?
He's gonna maneuver around, and it's like the crowd's like audible and somewhat visible, right?
Oh yeah.
It's like, I thought this was Night City. Oh shit! He's gonna take a shot at the solo.
Nice. Yeah, go for it. Give me your shoulder arms.
No luck to spend.
Ooh. I crit failed. So yeah, that's a hit. Give me the damage.
Oh, still.
Nice.
5d10. 13 is pain.
Alright, let me do a little bit of math here. Hey, wait a minute here. Oh, there it goes. What was the damage? 13?
13.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you take a shot into one of them. It just kind of blares into the solo. You can tell it did some damage. But they kind of like look at you and keep dragging Drake's body, just absolutely ignoring you. They grab him. They start dragging him into the vehicle. and they both use their movement to at least get over to the vehicle. You can tell that they're not moving at full speed or distance thanks to your flashbang, but they are now all the way over to their vehicle to the back, which is open. Probably in their next round they'll be able to get Drake up into their vehicle. But yeah, other than that, crowd's still hanging out. Shit is happening within seconds in all this chaos. But back over to you, Gnostics. What do you want to do, Gnostics?
After getting Jax back in, I would, or sorry, after getting Jax towards, she's on her feet again, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so then just racing towards with the others.
Okay. Yeah, you want to use your movement to walk in the back, and then you still have an action, or do you want to, you can get to the back room, or are you trying to double up on your movement and kind of hit a running sort of stance? How do you want to move?
I want to get to the back and use my perception.
Okay, yeah, you get to the back, and before you even have to do a perception, you can tell it's a back storage room. You can see a bunch of boxes and things, and then back in the corner you can see like a desk and computer set up, like maybe the bodega's owner, his little office and storage room. But you see a back door to the side of that's open, and you can see it leads out to the side alley, and like nobody's there. Anyone, like the owner or any people that have went through there in the past round, like they have booked it. Like it's just open, and no one's back there. You're in the middle of the storage room right now.
Can I use a conceal reveal to like search around?
Yeah. Yeah, give me a conceal reveal.
19.
Nice. Yeah, you find behind one of the racks, of supplies and stuff, there's a safe embedded in the wall. So he has some type of safe embedded in the wall back there.
Hello. Did you all see this?
Over to you, Jax, as you see Gnostics book into the back room and say, hey, y'all see this? And Scarecrow taking a shot at the solo. Hank kind of trying to push you to keep going to the back. What are you doing?
I follow Gnostics and take out another air hypo of my speed heal, and I shoot up again.
You can only use one per day.
Oh,
yeah,
shoot.
one a
That's
day.
right. Damn it. Alright. I check out what Gnostics has found.
Yeah, you walk back into the room. It's as I described, and you see Gnostics kind of standing with the door open to the alley, and he has like one of the racks pushed aside, and you can see a safe embedded in the wall.
Oh, looky.
Hello.
Shall we find out what's inside? Or dart out because we're being pursued?
You got the combo.
No. So, yeah. We should go.
Said somebody up there has a combo.
Can't help it. Freaking shiny objects,
No, like so we find the person up there that has a combo. Usually, fucking dumb folks that actually have it in their desk.
I grab him by the scruff and, and try to lead him out.
It's like,
Nice, yeah. You walk back, you see everything. You use your action to grab him by the beard. Does this need to be a contested brawling, or does Gnostics just realize, oh shit, I just better go?
Yeah. He really.
Come with me, you muppet.
Yeah, as Jax grabs Gnostics by the beard and starts trying to pull him towards the back open door. Hank, over to you. You see Gnostics and Jax kind of heading to the back room as all this shit's going down.
Oh, Jesus Christ. As I see Gnostics being led by the beard, just have to look and just like, oh, for fuck's sake, and just start booking it toward the door, and just, I fucking.
Is there a fucking car in the fucking Up there.
Shut up and go. You fucking Muppet. Shut up and go.
Yeah, you make your way back there, and yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
can.
fucking shoot you if you don't stop this.
Just got my fancy platinum gun. You don't get to ruin this for me.
Yeah, you make your way into the back.
As he passes by, Hank, he just reaches into his pocket and goes, "Pocket prawn," and then throws a bunch of fucking like nasty ass, like sweaty.
It's the same. No, not 3-day old. That's like last campaign old. Strong.
Yeah, it's like got to be at least 3 weeks old at this point.
Right.
Oh my god, that's what that smell was.
It's
Full circle of life. They're alive again.
Pocket prawn.
So, yeah.
Do I
Hey.
have to do a resist torture and drugs? for this?
No. You absolutely caught Ebola. No contested. You've got it. You've got Ebola now, or something. You had to have caught something. No, you get hit in the face with some old prong, but yeah, you're in the back storage room, kind of making your way out that back into the alleyway with Jax and Gnostics. Scarecrow, over to you.
I'm slap. The idea of the scarecrow at the shotgun, like, it's like a safe combination on the side.
That'd be fucked up.
With them fucking it, Scarecrow's he's gonna pump a slug through the grill, try and take out the engine block of their truck.
Okay, of their vehicle.
Yeah.
Don't try it.
Nice. Yeah, let's do it. Just gotta.
Thank you, Diamond.
Yeah, give me your shoulder arms. Just gotta beat a 13.
All
We
right.
got we've got 2 + 2s.
Hey, Diamond.
I
One.
think that we should. We're gonna need the +2s. I think. So I'm gonna be rolling this as it is. Oh. Okay, 19.
Cold spider. Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, you take the shot and give me the damage. It basically hits the front of their vehicle.
There we go.
Yeah, you're able to
20.
hit the front of the vehicle, and yeah, you can see there's a significant amount of damage from the front. It even looks like there's some water vapors or something kind of steaming out, something leaking off the bottom. It's hard to tell if it's going to be able to drive. It doesn't look like you completely destroyed it or anything, but you definitely did some significant damage. Yeah. You got some move. Are you going to use it, or are you holding your ground?
You used one of those +2 just now, right?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've got 2.
I have a feeling we're gonna need them for other things. So banking them for that. Exactly. I think Scarecrow's until like the group's clear. I'm just gonna go down, just take cover behind the counter.
Nice. Yeah, you drop down and take that cover after taking that shot in the vehicle. And just as you're taking the cover, you can hear those solos kind of like grunting and stuff as they kind of drag Drake's body into the vehicle and hop in the vehicle. You can hear some doors close, and you can hear the vehicle peel out and drive off. As it drives off and peels out, you hear like a sort of clunking sound and like a high-pitched whistle, like something's definitely fucked up with the engine, but it's still running. And they drive off down the street, and it's just about at that moment that they drive off that you also hear some sirens in the distance seem to be approaching. It's hard to get. You would have to do an actual perception check to get an actual gauge on the amount of distance, how long that might take. But you know those sirens. It's not PD. They wouldn't be here in the combat zone. It seems like Trauma Team is on the way.
Mm-hmm.
We really fucking boonered this one.
Yeah. Alright, that's my turn.
Yeah, over to Gnostics. You're in the back getting dragged out. What was
Do I
that?
give her a perception check?
Sorry, I didn't hear that word.
Do I give her a perception check?
For what?
The sirens that are approaching.
Oh, okay, yeah, if you want to, absolutely, yeah, because everyone can hear those sirens. But basically, you're getting dragged out the back door by Jax. You're now in the side alley to the building. And yeah, you hear the sirens. You see Hank kind of coming up from behind you. Everyone's kind of heading out the back. And yeah, you can't get an exact beat on those sirens between all the combat zone sounds and people yelling out front. The sound of like the alarm going off in the bodega from the front glass and everything being broken out. It's just hard to get a beat on it, but an estimated guess would be Trauma Team will be pulling up within just a few rounds, maybe within a minute.
We really need to get the fuck out of here.
What do you think I've been saying?
Are you the leader? Scare Bear. What the fuck to do?
Skedaddle. If we're lucky, they'll be chasing after the van with the guy in it. So, but I don't think we're going to be. That's the kind of the trace of the night.
They actually kind of did a job for us.
Well, hopefully they'll blow up the body too. But we need to get the fuck out.
Let's go to Jax's Ripper friend. Get her patched up.
I say Spiderweb. Jack, stick with Scare Bear. We Spiderweb fucking out of here. That way, nobody pinpoints any of us.
Solid.
Run out the ways.
Jax, where's Damos's shop?
I tell him. I tell you where
Alright.
it's at.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
think he
everybody
was.
meet.
Was
Everybody
he in
meet at
Old
the
Combat
Damos's
Zone, or
shop.
was he also in South Night City? I can't remember. I apologize.
Unfortunately, he's in South Night City. But if I'm able to right now,
That's close to where you
I
guys
call
are.
him. I call him up with my on my agent. I give him a ring, see if he picks up.
Yeah, he picks up.
Hey, Damos. Cough a few times.
Oh, you don't sound too good.
I'm kind of in a bad way. I need to call in another favor. I'll pay you back big time as soon as you come and get me.
All right.
I'm gonna
this-
drop you a location right now.
Okay. Yeah. I'll come scoop you up, but you're racking up the favors here. You owe me big. I'll be there soon though. You sound bad. You can tell he's giving you a hard time, but he does care about you. You know, friends are few and far in between in Night City. But he gets off the phone, heading to your location. You pinged it as you guys start, kind of spreading out, but heading in the direction of his shop. As you spread out and you start kind of making your way, and I'll streamline some of this, you do see Trauma Team. You see an AV come tearing down the street. You're a couple blocks away, but you clearly see it pass through some of the streets and keep going. It definitely doesn't stop at the bodega. It keeps going. You could kind of assume, like what Scarecrow said, probably pursuing the beacon bio monitor that's currently going off inside of Drake's body. But Trauma Team just kind of tears off by as you guys spread out. The rest of you making your way, whether combat cab or walking over to his shop. And Jax, he pulls up, scoops you and Scarecrow up in the vehicle and get back to his shop. We'll say everyone is at his shop now, which is very similar to Jack's. It's most Ripper Doc shops are kind of the same. Very small lobby, maybe an operation room, storage room. In this case, he also stays there, like a lot of Ripper Docs do. They stay nearby. You can see there's a cot in the back. The place is a mess. It's actually a little bit messier than Jax's place. He might have some drug problems too. You can see some empty air hypos. With some questionable colors in them beyond just normal stims or heals and stuff like that. But you're all there, and he's able to patch up Jax and get Jax basically in the point where now she can start healing from all the wounds. So aside from the speed heal, as long as you get some sleep tonight, you'll get your body stat back for the next day or whatever. But he heals you up and tells you, like, whatever you're getting into, you need to slow down. You're dying, you're getting fucked up, you need favors from me, and here you are needing favors again. Like, Well, whatever you're getting into, you need to slow down a little bit.
I hear you. I hear you.
Deimos, real quick, I need a couple of containers, something that I can contain. And I hold up the container of blood that I have, and I hold up the fist, the palm full of hair that I stole from Peterson's body.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I just need sealed containers for both of these, please.
Jesus, he looks over at Jackson like,
Don't ask questions.
you are what
Don't
you
ask
eat and the
questions.
company you keep. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. That's fine, no questions. And he grabs some bio bags and hands them to you to kind of use, just some medical bags. You're able to seal it up and get it all there.
How about actually standard customers? Do you have Cyber Eyes in stock?
Yeah, give me a 1d10. Let me know if it's under your luck stat.
At which point, I also look at everybody and just go, all right, so...
It is.
Nice. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I got some eyes. I just took off a choom flatline the other day. I was gonna sell them on the market or whatever. You looking?
Could you install them for me?
Now?
Well, I mean, a better time than like the present.
I mean, I guess it would. I could work on that. I mean, you guys got some time? You got the money?
Well,
We're trying to lay low. So, yeah.
well, we also need to make a phone call.
You make the fucking phone call. I'm not.
I look at Hanksy and you need to make that phone call away from here. I don't want the freaking idiot to come down here and bust up my friend's place.
Hank, let's go get a coffee.
Yeah, let's do that.
Hey, thanks,
As I'm,
Ganktor, plus
bang-
2.
Kind of banged up because, fuck.
Thank you for the +2.
Like, I'll try to glass out of my cheek. Just flick it.
I look at Jax. I'm like, you got any more of that speed heal?
Yeah, come over here.
All right, thank you. And it's body plus will.
Yep.
All right, so that's body will. All right, so that's 13. All right, that puts me back to a good spot.
Down to 1.
Oh,
Do we remember how long a clinic operation takes? I know, like, the mall stuff, is like instant, but clinic isn't.
I think it's clinic's like a couple hours. Clinic would be like a kid to get in like
I thought so.
a day in day out tattoo.
Yeah, I know a hospital
Yeah.
is like a day or whatever, but a clinic should be at least hours. But yeah, as long as you've got the money Gnostics, you can pay him for the Cyber Eyes and you can put them in.
I was also gonna ask for a cyber audio suite.
Cyber Audio Suite.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are you getting all this?
Yeah,
these eddies from?
give me a 1d10. Let me know if it's under your luck. Let's see if he has that in stock too.
He does have sticky fingers.
It is.
Nice,
I
yeah.
like it.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks at you. I mean, I've got all the parts you need. You want an audio suite too?
Oh, let's just get that thrown in there.
It's 700 eddies.
Audio suite is 7. Oh, it's
Oh, no,
5
so
and then 200 for the eyes.
audio-
Yeah, 700 total. Yeah, and then you got to give me 2d6 for the humanity loss points.
Shit.
For both
For
the
each.
eyes and 2d6 for the audio. Yeah,
Yeah, so 2d6 each for both for each of the eyes.
yeah. And the audio suite.
Oh yeah, and the audio suite. You're about to lose some
So
fucking.
if you want, just give me 3d6. Yeah,
3d6.
yeah. You can right-click the d6 and put it on 3, just so you know for future reference. But either way, you got 11, right? 6, 1, and 4, 11. So yeah, deduct that 11 from your HL, round down for your empathy, and let me know what that stat is at. I think you're probably borderlining it, or no?
Yeah. So I'm at 23 total right now. So that would be a
2.
12.
You have 23 total humanity.
Down to 12.
Wait a minute. Let me just check your.
I was at 23 before, and now I'm at 12.
Oh, I had no idea. Yeah, you should have told me when you hit below 3. You're in cyberpsychosis, Gnostics. You can't get down. You can't have your empathy be when you're at 3. Certain things have to happen. When you're at 2, I start taking control a little bit. Now you're at 1. I'm in control over Gnostics most of the time.
Wait, I thought that happened when you hit 0.
Mm-hmm.
That's
when you're completely gone. Yeah.
I hit 0. I've been trying to what's the word? Act that out.
Oh, okay.
With like, yeah, how he's been acting.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. Then but now, I mean, if you're getting this stuff, this is putting you at 1. So this is really I'm controlling you most of the time now. You're losing it.
Once you with less than 10, that's when you'd be controlling me. But if you are controlling me now, I'm fine with that. I'll try to.
Yeah. No, what happens is when your empathy, I don't do it by humanity points. Your empathy, like if you have 12, you're already at empathy 1. When your empathy is at 3, you start having a role play different. I'll start enforcing some of that role play, but you've been doing it yourself. And then once you get to 2, you're going to have some blackouts. You're going to have some moments where maybe I suggest some shit if you're not role playing it as hard as you should be. Now that you're at 1, absolutely, you're going to black out at points. I'm going to control you sometimes. Once you get to 0, complete loss of control 100%. Yeah.
NPC time.
Yeah. So you definitely need to get some therapy. But you're hanging out, you're getting a surgery, you're getting your audio suite put in, you're getting your cyber eyes put in. While that's happening, Hank walks off to make a call with Scarecrow.
With Scarecrow.
Yeah. And Jax, we'll say, is hanging out, just trying to rest a little bit since she is so severely wounded, Maybe overseeing her friend put the eyes and ears into Gnostics.
Jabbing him a couple times for... No kidding.
So...
Drops a little salt in the open wound.
No, this is thoroughly tits up.
I mean, I got the samples that we wanted, but we didn't get rid of the body. It was probably Militech that hit us on the drive back, wasn't it?
Signs point to yes. It's either that or some subsidiary subcontractor insert legalese here. But
What are the chances they were able to revive him? He was pretty mangled by the time the crash happened.
The man was a water balloon full of soup. I'm not a doctor, but that was my clinical opinion. That being said, I would have called Belladonna, Jax. I would have called them dead at the night market, but someone had that ace up their sleeves. I don't know what Biotechnica, Genetech, etc., so and so has up their sleeves.
All right, let's get this fucking over with, because we're gonna get our asses chewed out either way. All right, pull out my agent, and I will call up our lovely overlord. God, his name is escaping me.
Mr. Cromwell?
Yeah, Mr. Cromwell.
No problem. Yeah, you call up Cromwell's office, getting his assistant first, who's, as always, very short and kind of snotty towards you, a little bit arrogant, but you get put on hold. You get that generic Raven Microcybernetics sort of waiting music, which is kind of this ominous sort of slow techno drab loop that just keeps going. Then finally the line picks up and it's Cromwell. Why aren't you in the office? Why aren't you back yet? What the fuck's going on?
We got fucked up. We're getting patched up. We'll be in the office soon with the samples.
Okay. So you got the samples. So you finished the first part. You're getting patched up, and then you'll be here.
We didn't get to dispose of the body.
Say that again.
You said first part. That's the first part.
We did not get to dispose of the body.
Okay.
Militech security team shot us off the road. He was dead. We pretty much guaranteed that with perforating him and fucking him up, with the crash killing him. But they managed to get his body in. They drove off. Trauma team followed after.
Great. Okay. Well, fucking shit up once again. Look, get into the fucking office as quick as you can. I'm not talking about this over the line anymore. He hangs up.
Well, Scarecrow, if we end up dead, it's been nice knowing you.
I don't get to say this a lot, as it has been, for the lion's share, a legitimate pleasure.
Are we just fucking giving up, mates?
No, just...
You're not even present, dude. Shush.
He's Gnostics on the chair. Ah!
He's all-knowing. All-knowing, all-seeing.
Listen, dude. Look. You got family. You got family in the company. I understand you not wanting to bolt. I've got Colette.
I don't know how blue glass is. So I bought some blue glass from April.
Yeah.
Using that now.
Well, you're unconscious right now. You're getting surgery.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you're unconscious.
You're not in the scene.
Yeah, you're getting your Cyber Eyes and audio suite installed right now.
You have somebody who has opened up your skull to attach cybernetics. You are not doing anything.
Straight up like Total Recall, like.
I've seen this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody has literally opened up your skull to do this. Like, you're not doing shit.
But we can.
Blue glass for dessert.
But we can streamline things a bit now that you at least talked to Cromwell. You kind of laid down what happened. He obviously seems pissed. Says get into the office, right away. I'm not talking about this over the line anymore. Hangs up. You get back in. Little time passes. Is kind of laying low in the Ripper docks. Jax is a bit quiet too. Obviously beat up. But you hang out. Gnostics gets the operation. Comes out of it. And Jax, your buddy, just says, "Look, I got him set up, but." And he leans into you, Jax, and he says, "But I got to be honest, like, he's a little off. I did it. I need the Eddies. But if you care about this guy at all, I'd get him into some therapy, like, fucking right away."
Oh, I plan to.
Okay.
You pulled my fat out of the fire, so I owe him that much at least.
I would imagine at this point, and just kind of look at him, go, Cromwell's pissed. We need to go.
Yeah, Gnostics, don't forget to deduct 700 Eddies from your money.
Shit.
You have 700, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I look at Deimos, it's like, hey, Deimos, you wouldn't by chance happen to have some Wolvers you could pop in later?
About 130 Eddies.
I could source them. When do you need them in by?
I'm as soon as possible. I'm gonna replace my Rippers with Wolvers. I need something that can hit a little bit harder.
Yeah, I can do it. And he looks at Jax. Jax, if you can't get a hold of the stock or handle it, I got it. I got your back. Just hit me up.
All right. By the way, if there's anything that you need to source out, I give him my information. It's like, hit me up. I can help you out with trying to source some stuff.
Ooh, okay. Nice. Always room for more fixers. Yeah, I like that. He takes your card.
I like Gnostics is like going a little after the nitrous that was probably administered to him with his surgery along with his humidity loss. Probably tries to reach for the card that as Hank is handing to him like, oh.
Kirk just puts a cigarette in his fingers.
Nice.
Oh.
Look over at Deimos. Hey, mate. I'll get with you offline. I'll shoot you a message. I need to plus up too, and I'm tired of getting banged up like this. So yeah, we'll talk.
Definitely, yeah. Go heal up, and then hit me up when you're feeling better. I'll be here.
All right,
Appreciate it.
Let's go to the office. At which point, on the way to the office, I will ring up Nexus and just try to get a hold of her.
Sure. Yeah. You guys get out, call down a combat cab, and start heading over to Raven Microcybernetics over there past the exec zone and up in there. And but that's going to take like a good hour of travel. Absolutely, some time to make a call. You call up Nexus. She answers the phone and just says, "Hey, hold on one second. Let me step out." Then you hear like some noise kind of subsiding, and it gets a little more quiet. Now you hear some city sounds kind of going on and a siren in the background. She's like, "What's going on? Where are you guys at?"
We're heading to the office. Get over there immediately.
Okay.
Things went sideways. They managed to get the body back. He's dead, but they managed to get the body back.
Oh, great.
Cromwell's pissed. Just get to the office as quickly as you can.
Okay. I was worried that this would happen. Okay. Let me get her situated. I got her to go out and grab a bite to eat. Let me say I got a call. Let me get out of here. I'll meet you at the office.
All right.
We got him, right? That wasn't a lie.
No, he's dead, but they managed to get the body.
What do you think of my American accent? I think I got it.
Fucking creepy.
I think I got it.
It's fucking creepy, and you're starting to creep me the fuck out. Would any of us outside of like Jax recognize like the symptoms? Because I've had in Hank's backstory a partner that went cyber psycho.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a human perception.
Okay, I can do that.
Scarecrow is a mix of apathetic and keyed up. He doesn't give a fuck.
12.
Nice. Yeah, it's enough. It's not difficult. Very easy. Yeah, you can tell like Gnostics is, suffering from some cyber psychosis. You overheard Jax being told, like, look, if you care about this guy, get him some therapy and stuff. Now you take a good look at Gnostics, and yeah, he's a little loopy. He's on, some painkillers and things because he just got some surgery done, So he's a little loopy on that, but you can tell there's just a sort of, I don't know, like a fucking 10-mile stare coming out of his eyes. He just looks dead inside right now. Like he's just a little off, even aside from the loopiness. Like he'll laugh and joke a little, but then he just deadpan. He's back and forth like he's not himself.
And lean over to Hanksy and whisper to him, hey love, we need to get him therapy like yesterday. I'm messed up outside, but he's really messed up on the inside. Worse, almost worse than me.
I turned to Scarecrow, and in Japanese, because we both have Japanese, I say, Gnostics is losing it. We may need to put him down.
Fuck hero. Alright. Hi.
So glad I bought that point in Japanese.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's great.
That's
But yeah, you make your way, having this conversation, you make your way across Night City. You're able to get over to Raven Microcybernetics. Let's bring up the awesome graphic there, thanks to Capricious Nature, GM Capricious Nature hooking up, making some of this graphics for us. But yeah, you pull up to the sort of huge Raven Microcybernetics skyscraper going up into the smog and the polluted sky where it just kind of dissipates. And yeah, you make your way in there. You basically get dropped off by the combat cab up front. Gnostics is starting to kind of trail off of the painkillers and things, keeping in mind, like, this is a dark future. You can get serious surgery like that, and it's just the clinic thing takes a few hours. Painkillers wear off fairly quick, and, you're kind of back to, well, the new normal of Gnostics. But Gnostics, you're back at Raven Microcybernetics, and yeah, you're starting to kind of black out a little bit. You're not really going to be witnessing the next little part that's happening for a moment, but yeah, the team's there. Gnostics is kind of following along, but he just seems kind of zombie-ish at this point. But the team, you're out front. You're in the lobby. You heading up to the conference room?
Yep. And I'm gonna stay behind Gnostics with my hand near one of my pistols, just in case.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Scarecrow will be taking up the caboose in the marching order.
Nice. Yeah, you make your way up, and normally you get up into your conference room and you post up, and it might take 10, 15, sometimes a half an hour to an hour before Mr. Cromwell, his assistance guards, anyone even comes in to talk to you, give you a new mission or whatever. In this case, you open up the conference room and you see a couple of the guards on either side of Cromwell. You see his assistant standing there with a notepad, and Cromwell's just standing there with his arms crossed. The second you open it, he's just glaring at all of you, just looks pissed off and evil look. Shout out to my buddy, the artist Crosswire, who made the artwork for us. He's also the official artist for the official Cyberpunk Red Companion app pushed by our Talsorian. Good friend of mine. He's made artwork for my campaigns and things, as well as the streams. But there's Mr. Cromwell as you step in, just looking at you, looking pissed. Before you can even get a word out, he just says, "Sit," and points at the table to all of you. In Gnostics, you see him just like a zombie, just kind of like walk over and sit down. He doesn't even seem to realize he's there.
Will, I fucking love you.
Thank you.
That's good. Scarecrow's pull out chairs for his companions and ease himself down into one, favoring a knee.
This fucking guy.
Gnostics, just shut up for right now, please.
Was it the accent? Did that really fail?
But no,
I
at this
I popped my hand over Gnostics' mouth.
yeah, in Gnostics, you're not really there. You're kind of blacked out at this moment. You're kind of having a moment internally. You don't really, you're not really seeing that you're here, seeing Cromwell, or interacting in the same way as the rest of them. You're just kind of there. But as the rest of you sit, before you can even get situated, Mr. Cromwell just like leans on the table, putting both his arms, and he looks at you, Hank, since he spoke to you on the phone. He says, "So you didn't make the body disappear. You didn't avoid witnesses. You're telling me the body was taken by somebody? Tell me exactly what the fuck happened."
We snatched him outside of his daughter's home. Because the only time that this fucker leaves the exec zone is when he's going to work or when he's taking his daughter out every other weekend. We snatched him there. We got out. We made it to South Night City. We ditched his phone, but somehow Militech was able to send a hit squad after him to retrieve him. They caused an accident with the car we were driving. Between the accident and the damage we did to him during the drive, because we tried to take his biomon out to avoid trauma team showing up, he died in the process. With the solos that were sent after him, going after his body, Jax got hurt again, damn near died. We made the call to run. I grabbed what I could, I pull out the samples of hair and blood. I managed to grab the samples that we would need, but we weren't able to get the body out. By the time we were able to fish ourselves out of the wreck, his biomon was going off, trauma team was going to be showing up short.
He just looks pissed as he's staring at you, just breathing heavy, and then he shakes his head and... Okay, great. So you completely fucked that up. Now we're under a little bit of a time pressure. You fucked it up, you didn't make the body disappear. It's just a matter of time now before things go to record, things go public. You need to get into the second part of this mission and get it done within the next 48 hours. He looks over towards his assistant and gestures, and the assistant hands him the folder off of the clipboard, and he tosses it down. He says, "I don't know if you remember me telling you, that we had an exec not too long ago get picked up doing 20 to life at the NC prison. And the first part was getting the straight guy. Well, look, at least you got the DNA. But now you have 48 hours. You need to break into the NC prison. You need to find our exec. I'm not sure what cell he's being held in. Whatever. There's the information on him. You can see right there. He opens the folder. You can see an image of kind of a middle-aged sort of exec-looking guy, maybe a netrunner look. You can kind of tell by the cyber eyes. He tells you that's Yolof Harrison. You need to break into the NC prison. You need to find this guy. You need to take the DNA in there. I want you to break him out. I want you to spread Drake's DNA, blood, hair, whatever. Make it look like some crazy shit happened in the cell and he was part of it. Leave some of Yolof's DNA in the cell as well. Whatever it takes. But bring him out live, safe and sound. Get him back to the office. And then we're done here.
What was that last name again?
Harrison. Yolof Harrison. And he kind of clicks on the sheet, on the folder. And you can see the image kind of pop up, and it almost goes kind of like a hologram style as you see the person, Yolof Harrison, looking similar to the overlay that I have, where you can see definite cyber eyes and a sort of cyber deck implant sort of setup, not internal but a bit visual. Exact sort of look, but definite Netrunner vibes to him. But yeah, he's in NC prison. I imagine now that you didn't get rid of Drake's body, it's going to be 48 hours or less before the reports come out. If a trauma team was triggered, then they're already on it. So you need to make it look like this shit happened in the meantime. Get it done. Get the fuck out of here.
I get up.
I imagine I'm still.
I grab Gnostics by the collar and pick him up.
What's Jackson Scarecrow do?
It's Scarecrow. Go ahead.
What's that?
I heard the mic go on. So go ahead.
Oh no, that wasn't me. But I file out after Hank and Gnostics.
That's
Stand up. Walk out.
Yeah, as you're leaving, and since Scarecrow's kind of the last one in the line, Cromwell looks at you, and as you go like that, he looks at you, makes eye contact with you, and says, "How about you don't fuck up the second part like you did the first part? Follow the fucking details, get it done, and get back here." And then he turns his attention away from you, Scarecrow. And it's just at that moment, Gnostics, as you're getting dragged out, you kind of snap back to, obviously, suffering from a little bit of cyberpsychosis. You're not fully yourself, but you're like realizing you're back in the Cromwell building. You don't know what you just talked about, but Hank is dragging you out of the conference room.
I call out to Cromwell. How about you actually fund the employee break room with some actual palatable snacks?
We need a powwow as soon as we can, fellas.
What's going on? Where?
Not here. Shut the fuck up.
Let's go back to my shop so we can talk.
You already killed us almost at your shop.
I
Fucking sick from that fucker.
I send Nexus a text and just say, meet us at Jax's shop. Shit's going really bad.
Did I get shot in the fucking head?
No, but honestly, at this point, I might just do that.
Okay. Let's go. Let's do the things.
Yeah, and all of you gather up and grab a combat cab and make your way to Jax's Ripper Doc shop. You're able to fill in Gnostics at least up to par with kind of the conversation and things that just went down. Now he also knows, like, fuck, didn't get rid of the body. Now you're kind of under a time constraint. You have 48 hours or less. You need to break into the Night City prison. You need to find this Yolof Harrison character. You at least know what he looks like. He's being held in the exec level of the NC prison. you got to basically go in there, spread around Drake's DNA, make it look like an accident or something fucked up happened, and leave a little bit of Yolof's DNA there as well, and then get him out of there and bring him back. Now you know that that's what has to happen. And Hank C, give me a concentration.
Concentration. Okay.
If you got any luck, any +2s, this is going to be the end of our session. Not to meta too much, but I do want to end it on this note. I would love it to be the right note.
I think we still have two. We have 3 +2s, if I'm not mistaken.
We have 3.
And if you have luck left too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I've got 2 points of luck left.
I just want to encourage it at the end. I always love to see things wrap a little bit in a direction for next session. It might be kind of nice, but.
So that's.
And
7,
Gnostics,
8.
while Hank's doing the math there and doing the roll, Gnostics, one thing to keep in mind with the role playing, like, you know, you're back, you understand the mission that you have to do, and to you, it doesn't even seem that dangerous or that serious. Like, you're ready to go, like, you know, whatever. Like, you're a little bit careless with your own safety now. You're a little bit robotic in your emotions. Lean into that a little bit on the role play. You know what I mean? Maybe not so much the crazy, wacky side of Gnostics. That's a little bit gone. The fun Gnostics is gone. You're a little bit cold. You've lost your humanity. So you're a little bit robotic in your emotions and your thinking. And now this is a gig. Just got to fucking get it done. You have less than 48 hours. Fine. Fuck it. You know, like maybe a little bit like that. But think about that. Obviously, that'll play heavier moving forward, starting with next session. And concentration, Hank, while all this is going down, and after you explain the Gnostic, it just kind of clicks in your head like, fucking, that's right, like I'm going to NC prison and that's where Coletta is. And it's just some more unfinished shit, you know, that's just riding on your emotions, and now you're going right into the belly of the beast where you know she is, and yet you have to do this other shit while you're there or whatever. But it just kind of, you're just starting to remember that aspect too. Little pull from emotional pull from your life path. And let's end this session right there. Let's end it with Hank remembering Coletta's there. You kind of know what the second half to the mission is. Gnostics is kind of snapping into his new form a bit. And yeah, when we start next Saturday, we'll start off right where we left off with all of you gathered up at Jax's Ripper Doc shop. Trying to basically just make a plan, come up with a plan of approach, knowing that you have 48 hours to pull this off. And it's not like breaking into a little warehouse or a shop. It's not like dealing with a little corp or something. I mean, you don't know a whole lot about the NC prison, but you know it's a prison and it's in the city, so it is kind of serious. And with the time constraint, it's a little stressful. But yeah, next session, next Saturday, we'll be right here, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please chat, come back. Let's see how this progresses. What a sketchy, fucking stressful session. We almost lost Jax again. I can't believe that, team. I'm also blown away that you guys didn't try to put Drake out with more sedative air hypos. You had enough to put him out for 12 hours, and yet you started cutting him and like fucking him up. Causing you know, some shit to go down. If it wasn't for the negative plot twist, Trauma Team would have already been there. I would have made that the stressor, but then we had the negative plot twist. I was able to kind of draw in his Militech personal guard, sort of like a homing beacon, and then Trauma Team had to come because he wasn't unconscious. You weren't able to separate the biomonitor, but holy shit, when that started happening and then we got that negative plot twist, I was like, oh my god, someone's gonna die. I was like, oh my god.
Shit at the fan.
Yeah, but it
velocity.
Once again, you guys handled the chaos of stress very well. I think Gnostics was lucky with that first aid dice to stabilize Jax.
Oh, I had to throw all my luck into that.
Yeah, that was stressful. I honestly thought like, fuck, you know, we might lose Jax, and then I started, and then it's funny, like my brain started working like, we're evolving the team into kind of being a revolving team into games, right? With these mini series, like we talked about, going into Cyborg and other things, and I was like, all within that those seconds, right? My brain is like processing all this, and I was thinking like, god damn, that's so shitty. Like we're gonna lose Jax, like we're leaving the team to move on to all these games, and when we come back, when we circle back around, like she's not gonna be there, she's gonna be dead. Like damn it, like, you know, I don't know, it was kind of like stressing me out a little. I was like, damn, this could be really bad. Let's see how this dice plays out, because they're in it, you know. And then, like I said, the way Gnostics pulled that off, using all the luck, you got through it. The decisions after that. I'm so fucking glad that I didn't tempt you too hard with shiny things with that safe. I feel like the team sometimes is easy to dangle things in front of to like make chaos happen, and that was a moment I was like, holy shit, like is Gnostics really going to take time to try to break in his search for a key, and then Jax is thinking about breaking into it too. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe that like, oh my god, like you guys are going to start breaking into a safe as trauma teams on the way, solos are out there, Drake's dead, like shit's hitting the fan. You're like, hold on a minute, let me
They busted like, huh? What? Hold on. Oh shit.
He's wild card as it is, and
Yeah.
and like getting him into cyberpsychosis is a little bit of a challenge for me because like he is so not me.
Right. But I think that'll be fun. I think what I would like to suggest is like leaning less into the goofy wild card fun, like, you know, unpredictable wild card, but in a innocent way. Make it more of a wild card, like, you know, your thought process is very robotic. Like, you know, moving forward, like maybe like if they're in a situation, like let's interrogate this person. We got to get information out of him. He's not really cooperating. Let's see if we can intimidate him or try to do it this way. Let's get an assisted role. Taking too much time, you just pop him in the head and kill him. Let's move on. We'll find somebody else to interrogate. Like, I want you to be a little more aggressive and robotic. You know, you have cyberpsychosis. We've seen it in the Edgerunners manga cartoon on Netflix. What happens when you have cyberpsychosis? We've read about it in the book. Look at the videos I put out about it. I have a podcast one from a couple years ago. I have a new one in GM Tips on how to deal with cyberpsychosis and the blackout aspect and things. Like, I would love to see Gnostics lean into this for the time being, because there's definitely not time for him to go get therapy for a week. You have 48 hours to do this, and one of your teammates has cyberpsychosis. Jax almost died, and you got to break into an NC prison. Like, I can't wait to see where this fucking goes. What a crazy campaign this has become, hence the title. Wait, what?
Thank God, you guys better be a little bit thankful that Gnostics doesn't have handgun skills or a gun. He just has a sword.
That's true. I like how Cold Spider put it there. Hold that thought, Hank. I don't want to interrupt, but Cold Spider says, you're not human, so neither is anyone else. I love that, like that sort of mentality. Like, you're not human, you have cyberpsychosis, and you don't look at others like that either. You don't have empathy. You know, what were you going to say, Hank?
I was going to say, yeah, that's yeah. This is going to be interesting.
And it's not fully. Keep in mind, he's on one now, so you know it'll come in and out. You know, but I would like to see Will as the player play Gnostics, the character, lean into that cyberpsychosis more often than not. Don't, you know, be normal Gnostics, few and far in between right now. You know what I mean? Try to think of how to play that cold side a little more. Yeah.
I could just like, do you hate your meat? Because I sure as shit do, and just start carving.
Now I'm not alone in being mentally imbalanced.
Yeah.
Oh my! How did Hank and Scarecrow become the shepherds of this wayward flock? Oh my god!
I'm asking myself the same goddamn question.
Yeah, and we'll say also, because it slipped my mind, it always happens when a character slips into NPC realm. But after you dealt with Cromwell and got back, all of a sudden Nexus shows up to Jax's shop, just like, holy shit! Like, I had to deal with Kelly, and it was just more than I had to handle. I couldn't make it there. And you fill her in on the next part of the mission, what has to be done. She's in shock. She can't believe it. She realizes Noxus is fucked up right now, and like she's back there at Jax's and, you know, sits on Scarecrow's lap, and that's where we'll end with that. Had to add that in. That we'll sit on the lap part, because we know Nexus always flirts with Scarecrow. But yeah, let's leave it there. We'll get back into it, and next Saturday right here, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Thanks so much, players, for being part of this and dealing with the chaos that has been this campaign. Thanks, chat, contributing the +2s, the negative plot twists, all that chaos. It just adds to the play. As much as we say we fucking hate it, we love it, man. It adds to the story. I love these moments. It just makes it so cinematic and just so unexpected. I can't wait to see where it goes. We'll see everybody next time. Take care.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Cybernation Uncensored.